medical study on the effects of marijuana use confirms that everyone knows you're high and that you'll most likely never stop feeling like this.
Your parents know you're high. Your friends know you're high. Strangers on the street know you're high.
Welcome to Everyone Knows You're High. Hosted by Uncle Kalei.
You're gonna never come back, you know, all that stupid shit.
And Uncle Erik.
If I could retreat away.
Yeah, you should definitely try that.
This is forever. This is the new reality.
Enjoy the show. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the show.
Intro. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Everyone Knows You're High, starring the Grow Guru and myself, Erik. This week, our guests, Hawaii hip hop legends B.E.T.
Hey.
Big EveryTime is in the house. Thank you for joining
podcast
us.
World.
Give thanks. A little old for the hip hop thing, but hey.
Yeah. Used to be hip hop, now more reggae R&B-ish, kind of, with a sprinkle of hip hop in there.
There you go.
But you guys are MCs, you guys rap, so hip hop.
Yeah.
It's whatever you're feeling at the time.
That was that's how we got our start.
Was
That's
that-
how we linked up, kind of. You know what I mean?
Through
Before
hip-hop?
Boys Americans,
Yeah. Before Boys Americans.
but after Fushnickens.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
a true foo snicker.
That's right.
Who was in there? Shaka.
Oh yeah, Shaq Fu.
Shaq Fu.
Shaq
Oh,
Fu.
yeah, that's right. Do you remember that video game? There was a video
Yes.
game, Shaq Fu.
I think I do.
Shaq, I remember that
bought
fucking
it for
video
my
games.
older son.
Yeah.
He's done so much shit.
Who's that?
Shaq.
Fuck yeah, you remember Shazam? Was it Shazam?
No, was it?
Oh,
I
that
seen,
was, what's his name?
Iron
Hey,
Iron
that's
Steel.
one of those
No,
Mandela effect things.
that was
Shazam
Sinbad.
and Sinbad.
Yeah.
Which is the one he was a genie, though?
Shaq was
Shazam.
Shaq
Shazam,
was
right?
never a
Shaq
genie.
was Shazam.
Just
Shaq
Shaq
was
was.
a genie.
Shaq
He was
was
a
a
genie and
fucking.
was never a
Yes.
genie.
He was the superhero with the
Kazam.
hammer.
Oh,
Kazam.
Shazam.
Kazam.
Kazam.
Is it Kazam?
Yes.
Yeah. He was
I'm telling you, he was a fucking
Because
genie.
I remember he made he rapped a song for the title of the song.
Right.
No,
So I remember-
Shazam was him. Shazam was the
Can you
weekend
stay up on
special
your
we used to
mic?
Watch when we was kids.
Papa T.
He lived in the trailer.
Yeah.
That's Shazam. That was a white dude.
Oh, Shazam with the lightning bolt on his chest?
Yeah.
No, that's
Yes.
new though.
Huh?
That's like
yeah, they just
That's
did the
not
movie
new,
and
though.
Shazam. Oh, yeah.
no. There was a
About to do part
movie called with Sinbad, the comedian, called Shazam.
Shazam or Kazam?
No.
No.
Yeah,
He was in Kazam?
No.
Google it. You guys,
I ain't touching nothing.
That's
Doing it.
that's Google worthy.
you looking it up, Mike?
Papa Tiki.
Because no, he mentioned
Right? Oh, sorry.
because you mentioned the Mandela effects.
Right.
Yeah,
A
man.
Mandela effect, and that's one of them that they mentioned.
Yeah, that's one of them.
False memories or like
Even that, Mandela is a mandala.
Mandela after Nelson Mandela.
No, I heard it's the mandala after the Indian mandala that they race away every time. And then they made him
No,
the
I think it's
what I
Nelson Mandela because that was like the first one
same. He died.
when they announced that he died, and everyone's like, "No, I thought he died a long time ago in jail." So like that was where like it got the name because that was when somebody first started like pointing it out, and after that was like the Berenstain Bears and Fruit Loops, and now they have like so many things like.
Oh yeah, I seen
They're
one.
different, different now.
But I'm horrible at that because I just have a shitty memory, so I don't know what it was before.
I'm just like, it's different. What the fuck?
yeah, but
Yeah.
They changed it. It's Bernstein. Fuck it.
Bernstein,
got out of there. They
Bernstein.
broke up
Oh yeah,
the deal.
Berenstain Bears.
Contracts,
That's right. That too.
yeah. I can't hear you. What?
It was Shazam.
So who was in Shazam?
Sinbad.
Sinbad. And what
Okay.
was the movie that Shaq was in?
Kazam.
Google up Shaq and look up his IMDb.
Kazam.
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 And what was that? He was a genie.
But
And he came out
Shazam
of
is
a
that new
boombox.
one too, right?
He came out of a
Shazam is the
boombox?
He did come out of a boombox. That's right. He came out of a fucking radio.
Racist as
Oh.
hell.
And And the kid was late.
Out of
too.
a 40 ounce.
And I
and
remember
shit.
like fucking Burger King. He was like sponsored by Burger King at the time.
Sure.
Yeah.
That was when I mean, they still do that.
Shout out to
That's when
Shaq.
he became a DJ, bro. After that.
He got
He was
paid.
a rapper, dude.
Kazam. Yeah, Shaq
Shaq
was
Fu.
Kazam.
But his Shaq Fu shit was the shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Shaq was Kazam,
Yeah.
a hip hop genie.
That's right.
Yeah, sure. But the newest one is Shazam, right?
I see the thing on there
Yeah,
recently.
but-
Like every time he goes to a Walmart or something, he buys something for somebody. Like he was in the store and he was like, this little boy's like, "Hey, you got a bike?" He was like, "No, sir, I don't have a bike." "Go pick you out a bike." Went and got his parents and shit and go pick a bike. And the thing he goes, "That's my way of giving back. Every time I go to the store, I'm gonna buy somebody something."
That's what's up,
Nice.
man.
Like what they need.
I was
You
like,
know
well,
that
shit, you
football
got
player.
$100 billion. Of course you can
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that. I would
yeah,
do
yeah.
that too. That's right there.
Hey, what do you want?
Yeah, we was
Want the
in
bike?
New York.
Pick yourself up a bike.
Ray Lewis and them, they buy a lady with children a house, like a single mother.
Oh
They
fuck.
buy her a house, like a whole bunch of NFL stars. I think the Rock too. They all put in this big pot,
Yeah.
and they pick. You got to rewrite them a letter. If you look it up, anybody want a house? Go to Ray Lewis's site and then look up for the house. And
I'll write a
give 'em
fucking
story.
killer letter.
Oh man!
I'll make you fucking cry.
But you should see some of those letters. The
Yeah.
ones that win, oh forget about it.
Uh oh.
In tears when they get it.
Oh man, everybody died, and
Yeah.
but there's still a bunch alive, and it's crazy, man. I'm
And they're still
like,
happy
wow.
and getting by in life,
Yeah,
and but they
but
just
him,
don't have. They're just struggling, you
him
know.
and
So explain that the UN recognizes it as a sovereign
they
nation.
recognize everybody. They had the United Nations. It's called the UNDRIPS, United Nations Declaration of Rights of Indigenous Peoples.
Mm.
Yeah, and that, if you look at that, you'd be amazed.
Uh-huh.
And everybody's indigenous to somewhere, right?
Right.
Like I
Right.
told, what's his name? Who's the Irish guy that was the governor, or he was the Irish dude that was in the government here. He was saying he was going to take the land. How would it feel that if everybody's indigenous and all that? I think it was during Linda Lingo then.
Okay.
Come on, like Abercrombie.
Yeah, Abercrombie.
He's Irish.
Is he the red haired dude?
I don't know. He was the guy with the beard.
Right.
Short,
And the
short,
glasses.
tiny guy.
Yeah, yeah. What did you say?
Yeah.
Attorney guy?
I said short guy.
Short what?
Yeah, he is. He is right. He's like a little leprechaun. Yeah. So
I
he
guess
was-
that
he
makes
was-
him
he was
Irish.
Talking about taking Hawaiian lands. Yeah, but I told him myself, you have a lot of land in Ireland or wherever you're from. You are indigenous, so go home. You can't be trying to be indigenous to take our land. If you come to our land, then you gotta act like us. You gotta follow our rules. So, and that's just aloha. So everybody here, they all get aloha. Well, Hawaii is changing though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But that's true.
Some
Right?
people, this means Texas Bulls now. Nah.
Bruh. So fucking cringy.
It means you do jujitsu.
Yeah, right. Means you got a fanny pack.
Oh,
Fucking.
Let me take it to Kalo.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it-
Bruh, I'm telling you, like, the old Hawaii, and I've been here like 30 some odd years, right? From when I was little, seeing how it is now, big fucking change. Like,
Oh, yeah.
night and day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Me
No
too.
more
I was
Katie
born and raised over here. So I remember back when Evan Beach was all sugar cane.
Right.
All the way to the bowling alley and McDonald's.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but back then it was a lot of brush. It was less developed. There was no Kapolei, all this wasn't there.
Eva Brush.
Kapolei, was it? Yeah.
The train used to steal all the sand
Yeah.
and pass it on the coolie.
The kind of drive-in
Uncle Dad said You
theaters.
should jump on that train and catch
Oh,
right all the
man.
way.
During COVID, that would have made so much money.
Oh, yeah.
People were doing that, drive-in concerts and drive-in
Yeah.
comedy shows.
Didn't you do it? We did a concert like that. Us in Capena, when everybody was in their cars.
Right, right, right. And then like
sitting on their cars.
flash your
Yeah,
lights.
flash their lights and clap. And it was pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah. Felt like a Joe Biden rally.
a little more crowded. Is that our
More crowded.
gratitude joint?
Yes. Gratitude joint, first joint. I am grateful for my mom and moms out there.
Yes, sir.
All
Everyone.
moms out there
That's
fucking
right.
stick by their children. My mom's been supportive over me for every little venture that I've done.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my mom.
Yep. I wish I could get Leakins today.
Yeah, me too.
Me more mom, me more mom.
I never take that for granted. I know that
Oh, yeah.
every day I have with my mom, I appreciate it. So
Yeah, man.
Give thanks to your
yes,
moms.
sir. Give thanks.
Yeah,
Give
I
thanks.
mean,
Everybody comes from my mom. That's
The mother. Good one. Is it almost Mother's Day? No.
No.
Gosh, that's
Just,
early.
it's just a
Every day's
Thursday in
Mother's Day
October.
shit.
Every
No,
day's
earlier we
shit.
was wondering why we
Word.
had nipples.
Word.
I was like, man, we was late.
Everybody's a mom somehow.
Everybody.
Don't come from Mother Earth.
You gotta go dig on that.
What am I thankful for?
Yeah, what are you thankful
Yours
for?
is so good. Like I feel like kind of like an asshole to be like sarcastic and witty about it. Like you're just so thoughtful. Like
I actually
your
thought
mom,
about
like,
that
God
shit
damn.
like earlier
I gotta
today.
look
You
at
know what I mean? Like dropping off my daughter. My mom's always down to watch my daughter, and like it's cool. You know what I mean? That she spends time with her, but it's just like she could do other shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like truthfully.
No,
So
really.
Mine is gonna be pretty. No, I'm not gonna like.
you don't have to be
I'm not
climactic
gonna.
about
What's
it,
the
dude.
word? Devalue mine, but mine. I'm grateful for online the online ability to search guitar chords for songs.
Oh yeah.
Because
Hell
my son asked like, oh, can we learn how to play this song? He wants to learn it on ukulele. I know how to play guitar, so I'm like,
YouTube's
I can just look it up and be like, "Doo-doo-doo, here we go, let's play it. You know what I mean?
Thank God for tablatures.
Well,
Tabs
tabs are
help me
really hard
out.
to read. I'd rather them just put the note above the words and just I can play the chords. But tabs is another fucking beast.
The
yeah,
frets are the numbers, man, and the lines
I know,
are the
but
strings.
that's yeah. I know what you're saying, yes, but for me, it's harder to read. Maybe if it was turned up and down and it was like lighting up and like
No, but you can like
moving like Guitar Hero, then
you
it
can
would
pick
make
it out.
sense to
Yeah,
my brain.
yeah,
You know what I
for
mean?
sure, yeah.
But
like
reading
tabs
it as
if it's
sheet
like
music.
if it has like 1 and 3.
I know how to read tabs, but I just don't want to, and I don't want to put the effort.
But it clicks in your head. So if it's like 1 and 3, it's a power chord. You know, like F, right there, because you're only hitting the bass, right?
I just give the thanks.
Well,
I
give
cannot,
thanks.
I cannot smoke this. I'm on probation, but I do have to be grateful. So, I'm just gonna say I am grateful for the emotion that is love,
Oh.
in all forms. Love for your mom, love for your significant other, love for your music, love for our fans, just all around love for my lady, just all around love. So, yeah, I just pass that to
Yeah.
you.
An emotion that
What
can't
do I
be
do? I got
quantified.
real. Yeah, that made me. I got nervous.
Well, if everyone don't know, I'm high. I'm passing
Well, what are you grateful for? You can still.
Well, you know, in everything, being alive in this time.
That's what's up.
To see maybe there's a change,
Mhm.
you know, because we were, 70s, 80s, right? So, to find out what's going on today and to see how the world's changing and, certain powers are losing their powers and stuff, man, that's amazing to see. And hope, and the prayer is that the children have a better, better life than us. And that's what I'm thankful for, being alive right now. I can see all this shit.
Right. We talk about the changes we've seen in our time here. I mean,
Man, fast.
I mean,
all
it's
that shit's
crazy.
happening.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh.
Yeah.
boy, I
And-
could've been dead.
right now in this time, it seems like whatever those forces are that push against like progress and like all that kind of stuff are really gunning for our kids.
They are.
Like
Everything's
the
targeted
youth,
to them, man.
like they're just
Oh,
like
yeah, with TikTok and all that shit, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's fucking
You
toxic.
seen that with that thing that did you post that about the algorithms? They say, do you know in China, TikTok is owned by China. You know the algorithm is totally different than the algorithm that kids in America get.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the one in China is all
We get
about
toxic
they get,
shit.
They get all the like kids advancing. New inventions and all this good shit that they see. That's their algorithm.
They
You know,
infiltrated
we get all
already.
the booty pics,
Fucking
and the
dancing.
backup dancing, and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
All
dogs
that
doing tricks and the
horrible, I mean,
fucking.
hey.
We're suckered into that shit, like
yeah.
just tractor beamed into
Well, the whole
that.
world looks at us differently than we think they're all looking at us.
Yeah.
They they all believe we blew up that pipeline in Russia, right?
Oh shit! Here we go.
Yeah. Oh, we
Buckle
did.
up,
Oh,
people.
believe it, we did. We tend to make billions. All that money we lost, we make it all back. Europe now they, I
love it.
They're more reliant, and they've been ready to work with America. They're like, help us. The Queen is dead and all that shit. So the world is changing, man. The world banks are going down, all that shit. Nations are in debt. They're tired of being in debt. If they don't go to war, their interest rates go up. So they got to go to war. So they're tired of being run by those bankers. And Russia, I've been watching Putin a long, long time, way before Trump was even president.
No shit.
Yeah.
Global
That's
economics is pretty fucking gnarly because you can see trends happening with like wars.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Like,
But he kicked the
fucking-
Rothschild, Rockefeller, Soros, all of those fellas. They kick them out of Russia and put a warrant for their arrest. If they ever come back. And then he jailed all the world bankers. Jailed them, bro, for 7 years. He said, I'll figure out what to do with you guys. And, 7 years, I don't know if he killed them or let them go or what. He knows they're just puppets, right?
Right.
Yeah, and then they're just puppets. It's kind of hard to take down that whole cabal of shit. But they're doing it, bro. They're doing it.
It's
They are doing it. Look at those in Ukraine. All those fuckers asked Russia for annexation. Although America can never show us our annexation. I ask them every year. They're like, we're still looking for it. You can write the
We'd
Library
have to
of Congress
file into
history.
someplace.
I got it right here. I search them every year. They send me the fucking letter. We no more. Say that we're not a state.
Huh.
Well, if there's no annexation.
Interesting.
I mean, that's the facts. That's why when Trump comes back, yeah.
You think so?
Because he listens, bro. They said he was a racist. Now, Barack Obama, in the 8 years, he only gave the NAACP, the black colleges, only 4 times he gave them their black grants for their black people. Only 4 times out of 8 years. He's a black. He should have given them every time he was there, because who else was going to do that?
Kalei.
Should have been making it
asked
rain.
Trump. They asked Trump. And you can check it out. He gave them the loan for 20 years. He said, I'll see you in 20 years. And he gave all those black people all that money for 20 years. They don't got to ask.
No shit, huh?
What racist would educate
Yeah,
all those black people?
Right.
You gotta stay on the mic. You gotta.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Are you pull him close?
Yeah.
It's
Who would do that,
it's
what racist?
that whole, remember that Flint, Michigan thing? And he's like, I want some water.
Yeah.
Can someone give me some water?
Oh, I did. Oh, I thought.
I was like, ooh, that's kind of like, why would you do that, dude? And like for me, I'm so politically
I
like
hated
ignorant.
him. I hated.
I don't fucking follow politics or anything. Like I'm really like,
Yeah.
and I watch your shit.
But
I'm
you
like,
just look at the
whoa, what
president,
the
huh?
fuck?
Who's the president? Who's that guy? When Barack came, he said, "Oh shit, a nigga know."
Yeah.
And then he was from over here and never struggled on.
Puno grad.
The crazy.
He was not the Black Hope, that's for sure.
But we gotta ask Anu what he's grateful of, and Mike, because it passed by them and they have to go
Yeah,
speak
they
up.
didn't say anything.
Should I go
Hey
first,
guys, what are you grateful for over there?
Should I go first, Mike?
As soon as you say anything, they're like,
Just grateful that you remembered to pass the joint back there.
For real.
Grateful you
"That's
can
good,
record.
bro.
That sounds like
great.
a
Good.
thing.
I like this mic like this.
It's a lot of work.
I'm grateful for.
Casual, yeah.
Real. Look my legs up.
I want to say nakupuna, naohana.
Yeah.
We said not
Family's everything.
Wow.
Without family, I wouldn't be here right now, and living and enjoying this moment with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
Definitely, bro.
Have you having a kid made you appreciate your kupuna?
more so. Yeah, I mean, you say more, yeah, definitely more. As
It's
time
more-
goes by, which is going by faster,
Yes.
appreciate it more and more and more and more and more. So every day, it's an everyday thing.
There you go.
It's definitely a fulfillment of life, man. I
Always
know
grateful
exactly
for
how you
family.
feel, yeah.
Yes.
And then you're right again, bro. We can't forget about time. That's the thing we all forget about.
Exactly.
Time escapes us when we're stuck in the everyday grind.
Time. This is a lyric from a Matisiyahu song that I really like. He goes, "Time will continue, or time will go on without you. So in the end, it's not about you, but what did you do and who did you love besides you?"
That's right, bro. How much did you help?
Yep. We got to hear from Bud Naked,
Oh, yes.
one of Hawaii's best podcast
thankful in the
producers.
group.
Whoa,
take
it easy.
Hey, what? It's true, bro.
Like, I'm thankful
Just take
for
the
my
fucking-
talent.
Just take the fucking compliment.
Anu too. Put it on your guys' resume.
Yeah, it's an intern here.
Nah.
Intern.
But I'm grateful for those people that stand in the way of certain progress. Na kia i o ka aina.
We're talking about Vaikai.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
specifically right now, yeah, so I'm going to drop that. About if people don't know about this Kalei project, building the wave pool, they're
I
going
was just telling you
It's
about
not
that.
just a wave pool too, dude. It's,
Right.
it's more than that. That's
So,
Where
what
is
it
that
is.
at?
but it's
From
going to be in
Hawaii?
Kalei, Eva Beach.
Kalei,
We
Ever
just held a protest. I came straight from the protest over here. They had one by Campbell today. But basically, they're going to use like 1.7 million gallons of
Gallons,
fresh
yeah.
drinking water for these pools.
Right.
While we have a crisis like Red Hill happening right now, it's like, so we're trying to stop that right
Supposed to
now.
open in
and-
February, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
seen the
fast,
report on
bro.
that, bro. That's fucked
Yeah,
up.
Kick 'em in the
it
balls
pretty
and
much
push
so,
'em
like
over.
they're
Yeah,
doing,
stop
they're
it.
doing what
They
they
just gotta
do,
stop 'em.
silent
Yeah,
silent
stop 'em.
hearings, where they don't advertise and it's just them, okay, no one came to the hearing.
Push the paper through.
They were doing that. They was putting that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
that's a
but
big project, bro. I seen the guy showing the supposed to have like
the
piers
plans
for them
and
to
all-
go
yeah.
kayak and all
Yeah.
that shit. I'm like, damn, y'all trying to turn
And
this into
that's
Waikiki over here.
for me.
Shops,
That's kind of like
hotel, like it's gonna have a lot
Entertainment
of
center, they
stuff.
said.
that's personal though, because that's my break over there. You know, that's
Right.
right at
How
How
Bush.
Bush. So you
Oh,
know,
that's
I'm just
what's gonna
gonna
be?
bring like
It's
yeah,
like
How Bush used to
right
be?
there. If you go,
Adjacent
if you
to-
I
go
went
check,
over there the
bro,
other day.
you
I mean,
see?
I don't know if y'all know I went to jail, right? So I was gone for like 12 years.
Bro.
When I left, how Bush was still. You go in there at
Had
the
the
Lions
camp.
Club. You go down. My cousin used to be the caretaker over there. We used to go over there to drink back in the day. But you go in the back mirror and you get split off.
Yeah.
Right there,
Yeah.
where the bathrooms was, where all the crazy crackheads live. And
Back
there's
when
no
everyone was
drinking
still
spot.
in the Cave then, still yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Instead
bro.
of
It's
the big
all
rocks
power,
right
yeah.
there.
It was all designed.
Oh,
to
that's where it
turn
is
into
now.
crack park.
So
and then
yeah,
be
if you
confiscated.
drove down there, if you look to your right, to get the big pool over there already, because like
That
all
thing
it
was
is
there,
the wall
though.
for all the homes that are right there already.
Right,
yeah, that's
right.
another
I
thing.
seen
you know,
that.
like we
Trying to raise
yeah.
property value.
Right, that beach has never been so crowded.
Part
now,
of the
you know? It's
gentrification
crazy,
of
bro.
fucking
always
Evo.
there, but
Yeah.
I drove over there the other day, but I mean the kind of the dudes I was over there was I mean, they was in a limousine, but it was a like a homeless limousine. That bit was like big, but it had yeah. I was like,
RV.
damn, I never seen that before. But they were all just out there. It's not like I didn't even know it was How Bush until Cal told me. She goes, yeah, this used to be How Bush. I'm like, what?
Used to be. Yeah.
Where's the Lions?
Yeah.
I remember that Lions Club right there where you can go and rent for them the weekend. The nice beach right there, and it was beautiful.
Hey, Chicken Creek, if you know, you know.
Right, John's.
Chicken
Billion,
Creek.
billions,
You know
billions.
John's?
That's before How Bush. Yeah, there's
Fuck.
John's,
Those
all
little
of that.
apartment houses that they have all up and down that whole place is $1 million. One of them.
Yeah. Kalei, yeah. Expensive over
Man,
there.
and there's like millions of them.
Fucking.
Was it like Ocean Point is another one too? That's a new one down there.
Not to mention all the buildings coming up in town.
What's what's affordable for us locals?
Nothing.
How
That's
do you
not
stop
fucking
that?
sane.
Is there even a way to stop that?
I get to work in a lot of these buildings for what I do. And you don't ever see any local families.
Right.
It's all people not from here, you know, mostly Asian most of the time. They come here and they spend like a month out of the year, but they have these like $8 million, you know, apartments and stuff like that. There's a lot of time for our work. We got to be let in because they're like, oh, they're not here. They're at home in Japan or wherever that is. So security lets us into the place.
So are they just sitting vacant for like most
Oh
of the
yeah.
time?
So
about, like,
when that
fucking San
one
Fran, right?
in by Alamada, that low-rise one, that nice one over there, Park Place.
Yeah.
Like maybe after a few years, I was asking security. I was like, "Oh, so what? Everything's sold?" And he's like, "Yeah, all these units are sold, but we're only like, what did he say? It was like maybe 40% occupied, because everyone that owns them don't live over here. So like, there's only 40% of the people actually home.
But you know what? How many
over
locals do you think actually want to live at Ala Moana?
there.
I
Nah, me.
mean, fucking
fuck.
none of us.
Yeah,
wanna live
exactly.
there.
That's why no more locals
Yeah,
there.
but no, you look at Makaha Valley, right?
Cherry.
Makaha Valley didn't sell all that to the Chinese.
Yeah, what is the
What is that,
difference
the
between
towers?
affordable
No.
and low income, you know?
Ag
Affordable,
land.
Difference.
rich people can afford it.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, low income, only low income people can afford it. That, you know, it's just difference. But they trick everybody with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all that stuff in Kalei, affordable housing. But then you see who bought them, who can afford them. That's what we're talking about.
Affordable to what standard?
Ooh,
God
yeah,
damn.
Yeah.
See, Hawaiians
Who
couldn't
bought it
afford 'em.
and then rented it to you?
It's fucking
You
bottlenecking
know, that's their
slowly.
ticket. That's
Even
what
like Iroquois Point or whatever the fuck it's called now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole place, that whole.
Oh,
all of
yeah.
that. That's a lot of land too. But they're doing something back there. What? All solar farm. You know what? They need to bring all of that. The one in Waianae. They're making them bring them up because they said they wasted all that land by putting them too low to the ground.
Yeah.
So then they got to bring them all up, like carport size, and then they can do stuff under there, whatever they're gonna
Yeah.
make over there, whatever they're gonna make over there.
What is that? The one by Makakilo? The one
No,
underneath
one
over
by
there?
the, Pililao Park
Mm.
in the back. Yeah, Waianae Park.
If they do carports with
Oh,
solar, I
okay,
could
yeah,
see
yeah.
that working. You know what I mean? But like on a farmland, I mean, there's
Don't
so
take
much
up land,
ways.
yeah.
Yeah. I'd rather agriculture be more like in-house, like how Uncle Daniel was saying. We should, if anything, should be exporting something. But
Us.
fucking us.
Yeah.
We should be exporting something. We have all
Like I
this
said,
ag
Jamali,
land.
he was doing the tomatoes and vegetables. Then it turned into Pakalolo, so I knew that was going to happen.
Hey, but that's a viable option. That could be a cash crop
Oh,
for.
it is now. You go look them up, bro.
Fuck, it's
Doing
everywhere.
good.
No, but like on a like Hawaii like just is known, like, I mean, it's already known for its weed and shit, but like can be like the mass export spot to the world.
Let me explain why.
Why? What? Why it's possible?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Not only do we have the ag land available in the state, we're able to pull harvest 6 times a year.
Because of our weather.
Yes.
That's why Hawaii's the best.
So it's a sustainable crop.
They don't just legalize it already.
Fuck.
If they do, then we're going to have a little bit of problem with people of big entities coming through and actually raising property value.
Like everything.
Yeah. I mean, like what's happening now, you mean?
It should be free market, right?
Yeah.
It'll happen a lot quicker. I think cannabis could be used against us if we just, you know what I mean?
See, yeah, that's what we talk about, is trying to find that.
So if they legalize
balance.
it and you grow it illegally, does that mean you like bootlegging, like?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it should be
Fuck
looked at
that.
as like you're just a home craft brewer.
Yeah.
You know?
If they do that, but if you're pissing on their feet, they're going to be like, fuck that. Illegal.
Yeah, but there's... Yeah.
Money. When the money is mixed up in there.
They're not
Like
gonna...
you said, like with the medical now, if you have a medical card, you can grow, what, 3 plants?
10.
10. Ooh, they went up.
Oh, I got to get my card renewed.
If you want to get your car renewed, Malia Cannabis Clinic, check her out.
Yes,
Fuck
yes,
yeah.
I got to.
Bing.
Yes.
She's the best.
My
Sister
doctor
May.
only- Well, she said.
She does
"I'll leave
outpatient
2
now.
doors for you, my pain management.
Yep.
I don't even
She'll-
need it for nothing else but that card.
Yep. And then she'll talk about it, you know, like
But
you
her,
know,
I probably need her for all the
she's
different-
awesome,
the
though.
medicine, whatever she got to offer, bro.
she's actually found, like, she did some heavy extensive research with cannabis in our Kanaka history, and it goes back further than we anticipated
Good. I knew it did.
to the whalers and shit. Remember she was talking?
Yeah.
The whalers brought it
Probably
over.
Before the whalers, too. Probably with Egypt.
Oh, I mean, cannabis goes way back
Come
in
on. That's
humanity's
like we were the only
history.
ones like, no, we don't do that.
Yep.
The Bible says
I don't even think the Bible says don't do
they
that.
don't. It says to do it.
Take-
The original Hebrew translation is cannabism, not calamus in the Greek translation in the holy anointing oil. That's fucking awesome, bro. They find, if you go look it up, the Israelite village, just not too long ago, they excavated and they found those vases and they dug those vases out. And on the bottom of that vase is the clay. It was all hemp oil.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, all
Yeah,
cannabis.
totally.
No. Cannabism. That's the
Cannabism.
name, Yeah. K-A-N.
That's a t-shirt right there.
E-H-B-O-S-M. It's biblical. It's not calamus. It's cannabism.
Cannabism.
And that's the one in the cannabinoid, right?
We have that. Our bodies, like...
I'm glad we're touching on this subject and we're going in this
That's what
direction. I
is,
like it.
yeah.
So your experience with cannabis, explain your history with cannabis.
Like, when was the first time you got high?
Oh, man, it's got to be,
When you smoked
you know.
or didn't get
Did we
high?
talk about that last show?
Yeah.
I think I was like,
He's like,
12
yeah.
or something like
I
that.
didn't know if we were going to mention last show. 'Cause-
But cannabis
That
is,
never-
is definitely the healing of the nation.
Yeah.
It definitely got all the medical benefits. We all know that. But the ancient, all that ancient use of it, man, and it shows the biblical connection too.
Yes.
Yeah. So cannabis, to me, I mean, you see it all if you look it up. What it does for Parkinson's, what it does for
Oh, yeah.
for the kids too when they have the seizures, roll it on their feet, they
Yep.
fine, So there's a lot of medical benefits, but weed itself, the Rastas taught me more about that than anybody.
Yeah?
About how sacred it is, and we shouldn't be smoking it every day. It's not something you just take advantage of. It's a sacred sacrament. You should only do it when you absolutely need it, and that's when it's stressed. But we live in America,
Yeah.
so it's absolute stress.
And we live in
Yeah.
Hawaii, so times that shit by fucking 7.
Bills don't play. Yeah.
I live in the darkness, so I need a lot of
Slavery ain't a
light. You
joke.
know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
That's
So
it.
it is. It does, and it does heal people with cancer. If you don't believe it has healing aspects, it definitely makes people that are depressed from cancer death wake up and smile and forget about the cancer. That's the main part.
Yeah.
That mind over matter shit, right?
Yes, sir.
That's the main part. So they think they got cancer. My mom had cancer. She had ovarian cancer. It was at a bad stage already. So, but I didn't allow anybody to come in. 14,
Yeah. Psychologically
You don't come
fucking.
out like that. You keep your ass over there.
Right.
Go cry over there.
That's
She
super
lived
smart.
long- She lived the longest she could. Yeah. But it is all in the fucking corporate food.
And
Come on.
a lot of it is not only cannabinoids, it's the terpenes that's in the plant, right? It's the plant itself.
Okay.
So like I know like my personal experience, I had one person go in remission from my RSO that I was giving him. So it's like that was on my doorstep how real cannabis was, right? Not to mention everyone else's story around the world.
right.
So like it hit me fucking home, like, dude,
You just saved somebody's life. That's right.
and it should be fucking practiced.
Yeah, everybody should do that for each other. Buffalo
100%.
Carolina,
No.
he's living proof. We
Yep.
went to his thing. They said he's gonna be probably his last party. He's going to die from his, and then
Uncle Buffalo, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
And who he went hook up with? Rescue and hook up with somebody he knew that had a very powerful. Maybe even that doctor that makes that black one.
Yeah, that's
RSO.
the RSO.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what Uncle was thinking, right?
Yep.
Rah.
Boom. Surfing
Boom.
again,
Ah,
cruising.
he's still, yeah.
Simamakaha.
Come on.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing.
That's how it should be, bro. And you know, it's like how you said, it's a sacrament. So for it to be a cash crop, I mean, I understand. You know, I understand people need it for economic reasons. But if you take a step back, it's sacred. You know, so like if someone has an ailment, I should be able to heal you without any repercussions.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. And you should be able to heal yourself.
Yeah.
100%.
You know, eat the right stuff and do what, you know. But like the mind over matter thing, that's a hard thing, bro.
La'au, la'pa'au.
Yeah, but that's the key, you know. It's all here.
Yep.
They say the rainforest, maybe it's extinct in the rainforest, but it's over here.
Right.
Yeah, they can't find it in the rainforest, but the scientists, they're finding them here. Even all the holy woods from Egypt.
Yeah.
The koi is a Hawaiian acacia, and the Bible is called the shittim.
Oh yeah.
Shittim wood is what the Holy Ark of the Covenant was made of, and it's only found today in Hawaii.
No fuck around.
Wood, bro, look them up. Shittim. S-H-I-T-T-U-M or I-M. Shittim wood. Solomon built his temple with.
Cool.
Core.
Bro, I'm telling you what, I treasure my rocking
Yeah.
chair, bro. I have a cool
Acacia.
rocking chair. I'm looking at that bitch like, oh, I love that thing, man.
Yeah, core wood is and then all the holy woods are here too. The sandalwood and
Yeah, yeah.
you know I think there's frankincense too. Maybe
Oh, yeah?
Myrrh. Yeah, Big Island got most of those
Get the fuck out of here.
trees, bro.
We like frankincense here.
I know.
Oh, I
All
love
but one.
frankincense. I ordered some from Ethiopia. The cheers, from Kalei, I mean the angel cheers.
Yeah. I have a connect on island if you need.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do
Frankincense.
actually. I haven't ordered.
homie Drew?
Yeah, I know.
got a big jar of it. People say, "What is that, cracker?"
Yeah.
It looks
For
like,
real. Like when I have it in my car, I throw it in the trunk and shit.
It looks like some new drug I've never seen before. What is that shit?
It's bath salts, bitch. Get out of my
Bruh,
face.
something.
For turn into a zombie and eat your ass.
Yeah.
Telling you.
We're fans of it though. I don't like this one.
Get it, dude. So yeah, what's your take with cannabis growing up? What's your relationship with cannabis? JD?
Oh, shit. Shit, my whole family smoked since I was a baby. My parents smoked. Uncles and aunties all smoked. So I was raised really the kind. Like, I didn't see nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? Wasn't until you get older and you find, hey, you get out in the world, and, oh, that's bad.
Right.
Why? My uncles and my mom and dad smoking, they're happy all the time and shit when they smoke that shit.
Right.
The demonization of it, you know,
The propaganda got some people.
Yeah. So, but growing up in the island, you know what I mean? Hawaii is like second nature. Smoking weed, everybody. My earliest memory, like I said, I was born and raised here too. So
I know. It was like
I never grew up around weed. Like only when I smoked weed for the first time, then I was always around it.
I remember stealing weed from my parents' weed box in their bathroom. They had a little weed box and shit. One of them back in the day, they had them big black carved up. What? Like, all kind of shit.
Ebony
Then you
wood.
Then you
All
open it up
special.
and all their weed and shit was in there. I just steal a little bit, you know.
my dad hated weed. He thought it was the devil.
yeah.
Yeah, he was in Vietnam. He seen soldiers get killed because they were all high and shit. And a lot of the hippies would get drawn to the killer skunk weed that's growing in the bush by the Viet Cong. So they know they can gather them up over there and then kill them all at night. And
They bottleneck these fuckers with weed, bro.
yeah, they did.
Or put shit on the weed and make them like.
Yeah, no, they smelled it. They were like, dude, in fact, there's more.
Yeah, a lot of them didn't want to be there to begin with.
Yeah, so he hated it. He said people got killed over it. And when he caught me smoking weed, that was kind of crazy because he was like,
Yeah.
wow. And then he said, give me that shit. I don't see what you see in that shit. You know, he grabbed the pipe, boom, because we was all in my garage. It was burning. Blah, blah, blah.
He said,
He smelled
"Pick,"
it from
didn't
in the
break,
house.
he said.
And the house was separate from the garage, but he smelled it. He came out there. Open the garage door, boom, big smoke come out. What the fuck you guys doing? You know that shit, you people. Blah, blah, blah. Give me that shit. Because he used to smoke like a regular pipe, with regular tobacco. So he did like that with the pipe up. Bro, he got so fucking high.
Oh, he just fucking he
He fell
bogarted
down
you
on the
guys shit.
ground, Bro, fell down on the ground laughing. I was like,
Nice.
"Yeah, you all right?" And then he got up.
Oh, what is this? Where did that one come from?
Then he got up, and he was ran in the house.
Yeah?
I was like,
He tried to scold you guys, but took a rip and fucking passed out.
yeah.
That's fucking classic.
That's the best.
My mom was like, "What the fuck you guys did to your father?"
He did it to himself, mom. What the
Yeah, I
fuck?
said, what
What'd
is he
you do
doing?
to you?
I didn't know what he did. I said, he's fucking crazy.
Oh, you caught raps from both your parents, bruh, for some shit that they did on their own. Like, yo, dad, you fucking hit this boy. What the hell?
We told you. No wonder. Now you no wonder all the people went over there to get the weed.
So he was in there in the kitchen, huh?
Refrigerator,
Following the refrigerator, eating up everything.
Dad, that's my fruit snacks.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
up.
yeah. That's good. He's eating.
Bro, I'll never forget. I came back from California, from Long Beach, and I was like, fuck. I brought back my pipe. I just cruising, living on the beach. Not living on the beach, but like living at the beach, surfing all the time.
Right.
And I was in Pakalolo fucking smoking
Cali.
on my bowl, and a fucking cop pulled up. I'm like, damn it. Told me to get out. Oh, you got any weed in your car? I was like, oh, I got a little bit. So he put it on the ground, smashed it up, put water on it.
do,
I'm
right?
like, you motherfucker.
Break your bone.
So, yeah,
Flashlight.
that Cali
How many
pipe I
pipes?
had, he says, it said,
yeah.
bink, and bounced on the hood of my truck. And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. This thing's so strong.
I guess you can keep it then.
Yeah, fuck the
No,
police. At that
we
time.
did that at Disneyland. We was all burning. I made this fucking like power hitter out of a butt of a fucking outrigger pole.
Oh,
Fucking was
shit.
so thick, but it was a big piece of pipe. And you just drew the hole, put the pipe out. It was a big power hitter. The cops got it. Boom. On the curb, checking it, and they was trying to break that pipe with the flashlight. Fuckers couldn't break the pipe. I was breaking the flashlights. They was hitting on the side of the curb. So, I said, fuck this cop. He's really trying to break that damn pipe up. And the damn flashlight broke. His fucking battery was like, fuck, what the fuck is this pipe made out of?
Out of love, motherfucker. Ain't nobody breaking this.
Yeah, man, outrigging.
Stronger than your hate.
Strong.
Fuck yeah.
Wow. He couldn't break it. He threw it in his trunk.
Tucked it in. I'll save this for later.
Might have to beat somebody with it later.
Yeah. I only got one of these flashlights.
Give this to my son. This pipe will last you forever, son.
So you said you're on the Santa Monica skate scene.
No more Hermosa.
Hermosa.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Eddie Torres and those guys. You got Worm, brother Kevin.
That's what I
He was
remember
the
that.
first guy that rode the fucking big pipe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, whenever I hear Eddie Torres, and with all due respect, I think of Cheech Marin.
Oh yeah, he
Eddie
has a shop.
Torres.
He surf boards right
The
there.
extra testicle.
The extra testicle.
Yeah, Eddie Torres. Yeah, but I moved down to the beach area a little later in life. But we lived in the hood for a while. Yeah, and it was a great experience because I got to live around black people, Mexican people, a lot of Samoan people there, and that's who I kind of identify more with, the Samoan people. There's a few Hawaiians up there, Now there's a lot more.
Yeah.
Since Island Snow ain't come up there. Nah, I'm just.
Weren't you in like the punk rock scene too in California?
Yeah, I'm in a couple of documentaries. There's one called Another State of Mind with Social Distortion and what is that? Minor Threat and some other ones with Black Flag. I knew Petty Bone. Well, I didn't know them, but I knew they were with everybody. We knew Dukowski, Chuck, the bass player, Black Flag. Yeah, I lived right around the corner That's why when we went from the hood, Dad got promoted. And then he kept getting out of there because of gang violence, 80s, all that shit, yeah. So it was like, run, get the fuck out of here. So we ended up moving by the beach.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he got promoted up to supervisor, in the LA County Road Department. And that was my high school, yeah.
Your dad was police?
No, LA County Road Department.
Oh, road department.
Yeah,
Oh.
city and county, yeah.
Were you doing music back then, or you just living in the area?
No, but I did see Bob Marley in 70, 79. No, that was
Santa
80,
Barbara,
81.
right?
No, Long Beach Sports Arena.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and Funkadelic like the next week. Yeah, how's that? On the Parliament. Oh, it was Parliament and Funkadelic, I think, yeah.
Bro, you're around the time.
Yeah, and I look up, it's all afros, right? I was like 13, 14. Yeah, looking up in the 70s.
What about the LA riots?
Oh,
Sorry, I went hard left. Yes.
well, you know what's interesting about that? You know the Bob, they wrote Bob on the windows,
Yeah.
and that means black-owned business. So if you notice, none of those got burned out. Them.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, them they knew that. And, yeah, I had a friend. He'd be like, "Oh, you put Bob on your building? They don't burn your building down." So all the Korean shops, all over the
fucked
shops,
up, yeah.
everybody's shops got burned, bro. Stereo shops, everybody's got robbed out. Robbed. But if you put the plywood, put Bob. Yeah, black
Nowadays, that shit don't matter.
No.
Oh yeah, no.
They don't give a
nowadays.
fuck.
Well, George Soros is in control. They get paid to do it. They gotta do the job.
That's what, like, the audio
Even
from.
maybe L.A. riots. Maybe.
Yeah. They have one of the police calls in the beginning of that Sublime song,
April 26,
Yeah,
1992.
and it has, like, the cop telling.
We got a structure fire down
Yeah,
here.
yeah. It's like you can tell the owner, call the owner of the shop and tell them they can come down and if they want to save their shop. Like I don't know, it's burning up. Pretty
Fucking
bad.
wild, yeah.
Yeah, that was
That was
horrible, bro. I just moved here.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Okay, so you never encountered...
My friends were calling me. Hey man, you got room at your house for some shit? They want to bring stereos and stack 'em. Their houses was full with everything, liquor, food, stuff, whatever. You know, they need places to. That's no, I'm gone. Yeah, I'm not gonna hang around with none of that. But then all my white boy friends, right? The punkers, they were like, they got the fucking tracks on the fucking Hermosa Ave on the fucking railroad track. You know, they have the armories down there in Manhattan, Hermosa.
Yeah, yeah.
And they bring their fucking tanks out, bro. They was ready for the riots to hit the beach area, and they were shoot them with tanks. Fuck, I said, they got
Yeah.
tanks. I called my black friends, don't be going to Hermosa, they got tanks.
Yeah. Stay the fuck out of Hermosa, dog.
Don't go over there. So, but then, you know, and yeah, had a punk band. We had a punk band, Juvenile Delinquents. It was actually called the JDs. And then later in life, we hooked up with JD. and B.E.T.
It was meant to happen.
I mean, I don't know. I remember having a hat with a JD on it, flipped up, too.
So you're on the Dogtown days then?
Yeah, but I didn't skate. My fat ass break my. They used to give me boards though.
Oh, yeah?
They would tell me jump on the board and break it. Yeah, 2, 3 ply, whatever the plies is, 6 ply, 7 ply.
No
Yeah,
shit.
the skateboard shops. Yeah, the ones that make the fucking decks. And then they give us skateboards. My good friend was Mike Smith, Madrid.
Yes.
Yeah, Mike Smith. Yeah. What? Yeah, Mike Warner. All those guys was living around there. The guy from here. What was his name?
Christian.
Hosoi.
Asoy.
Yeah. He was over there, living over there too. Yeah. Was that him, Christian Hosoi?
That's the one.
Oh, Peralta, he was over there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got started. Raul skateboards.
Who else?
I think everybody keeps passing these back to us. So I think these are just ours, bro.
Yeah, go ahead. So
I don't know if you want to keep passing it back and forth or just like have yours and I'll have
No,
mine.
let's Flavor Town this bitch. Here. Let's just pass
What
it.
is the one you rolled?
That's the cookies. That's the only one I have right now.
Mine is hand pie.
Hand pie.
But yeah, if you live, I lived right around the corner from SST Records.
Okay.
That's why all those bands were over there, practicing Misfits, all of them.
Actually, I think it was the
Living
last
there.
I think it was the last time you guys were on and we were talking about that. That got me back into like wanting to listen to punk rock music and
I
shit.
do. I got
And
my
I've been listening to it
on,
ever since that.
Cali Punk, you know, they threw it in the alternative bucket. That's when it got all fucked up. You know, there was the bad brains. You can't be throwing them in the buckets with other, you know what I mean? There's some real good punk bands that, you know, and they were anti-political, really. I mean,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
you know, they had the same
Anarchists.
message as Rastafarian.
Yes.
Rastafarians. Yeah, it was fuck authority and burn down Babylon.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same
energy.
same message, same energy,
music,
same
yeah.
message, just different.
The energy's still the same, but it's crazy how
It
like
is. The lyrics are even almost close, bro.
Fuck yeah,
there's a lot
man.
of swearing in the punk shit, but it's almost the same. Yeah.
but it's crazy how like it's the two vibes of the genres
Yeah.
give a different response.
Yeah, they
You'll,
do.
you'll get more of a resistance for the punk
right.
versus reggae. you know?
And there's
You
a
can
lot
fight
of
the system to both though.
Right.
They can both be the soundtrack to a revolution.
And I look at like reggae when I listen to like Rastafari preaching.
Oh yeah.
that's
Muta
church.
Baruka,
That's
oh,
church,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's gospel. That's Rastafari gospel music.
Yes, of the
basically.
Old Testament.
What's that, reggae?
Yes.
Reggae is the God's undercover music, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, underground music or whatever you want to call it. That people love it, and you know,
You're sliding in religious
yeah.
messages.
But, you know,
and
Babylon, they get in the way too. Like Bob Marley, remember he put that Sick and tired of ism, schism. You die and go to heaven in Jesus' name. Yeah, and then they made him change it to sick and tired of ism, schism. You died to go to heaven in a ism, schism. So he replaced Jesus with ism, schism, bro. What is he trying to say there?
Right.
You know, and they told him you gonna play another concert or sell another fucking CD or tape. Yeah.
Change that shit.
Change it now, or Babylon will crush you. You know, but
Right.
and he did. He changed it. But you just seen his great granddaughter wearing a White Lives Matter shirt, right? Marley, what's her name? Marley, the Marley granddaughter.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, one of them.
Stockton granddaughter.
Yeah, she's with Kanye and them.
Isn't it crazy how like
I think they just should say two.
the oppression?
They just say two. Black Lives Matter two. That would have solved a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
It's such a crazy
As well, you know.
You know, it's just such a crazy thing with the
White people
verbatim.
could wear White Lives Matter too. You know, man, fuck it.
Everybody wear fucking
lives matter
a white
at the end of the
shirt
day.
and just jump in the pool. It turns clear. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody.
It's amazing how like in the music industry how the political outreach hits it.
Oh, right now they're really hitting on all that shit that's going on. It's almost crazy. It's like, man, all these motherfuckers are QAnon. All the artists, bro.
Right.
All the regular artists are saying fucking some crazy shit. You know, how you doing with your COVID? Getting treated like a convict. You know, all them kind of lyrical shit's coming out. They just gonna start naming people.
And they're pushing agendas.
Do
You
you
know?
separate
Yeah.
the artist from
Well,
their
there's a whole
political
bunch of 'em.
message?
Well, yeah.
Because like, do you start like say somebody comes out and is like has a political
Right.
avenue that you don't like or whatever,
That's right.
but they have good shit. Like, damn, their music's fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, there's people who probably
There
hate
is
Kanye
still
West,
both.
but still bump his music. You know what I mean? They hate when he's on TV and speaks his mind, but
I'm that guy.
they
Still
MP3 that
both,
they
bro.
fucking listen to that shit.
College Dropout's a good CD, and I would listen to that fucking CD over and over again. But I don't really agree with what Kanye is about. You know, like
Oh yeah,
Have
come on.
you guys ever like weighed in publicly on political shit, like coming from like an artist perspective?
no.
No, I'm asking these guys.
Oh,
Well,
sorry.
like
I
I
thought it was a
said,
general
like I
question.
said earlier, you know, everything's political. From
Yeah.
your milk prices to your gas prices to your taxes to your job, all that shit, you know. So everything is political. And when you see what Joe Biden did to the nation in the last couple of years, gosh, you got to be fucking stupid if you're not fucking seeing anything wrong that's going on and how stupid things are. You know, it's fucking horrible what's going on. And then they can't not deny, like that 20-year no payback loan from Trump to the NAACP, you know, the black colleges, NAACP, right? Them. He's not a racist, right? Period. You can't, you know. you
It
can't
almost
say-
seems like how they well, I guess we're gonna have. I think I asked something different.
Well, but you don't have to
But
get
like,
political.
what I was gonna
it's just
say is-
natural. You got to look at it natural, really. What would make common sense? What's common sense?
No, I was
Pretty
gonna-
much. Any question you can say, and there's only right or wrong. That gray area shit, can't really mess with it. You know, if you don't know, you don't know, and I don't know shit.
right.
Compared to some people, I know a lot. of
Yeah,
this
and I was
shit,
gonna
you know,
just
you-
add that the way it is, how fucked up it is right now, it almost seems like they are wanting it to be that way.
It's all
like They're
designed.
allowing it, and
They're trying to give us World War III and fucking blow everybody to hell, man. You know, that whole fucking oil attack, that's an act of war. If the whole rest of the world
is
thinks
that the
in
one
America...
that was like in the ocean and was bubbling up?
Right, they said-
Nord Stream
Nord
something
Stream.
3 or
now
has
that's
a number.
supposed to supply Europe.
Where does that come from?
Russia.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Where is that? In like
In the
the
Vulcan
Baltic
Sea
Sea
or
or
some
some
shit.
shit?
The Vulcans run it.
it's like oh shit.
Fucking
Hey,
Spock is
Voltron
coming.
protection.
I seen that video.
Voltron and Spock.
I seen that video and the way it was bubbling up in the ocean
Bruh.
reminded me of the other time that the other one
You're
exploded
exactly
and was on
right.
fire.
They
Remember
did that
shit?
one too.
What was that one?
That was a nuclear fucking bomb that blew a glass lid, like melted the fucking sand. And that's how they shut it off. But they blew that fucker so the oil came out. Was that a gas line or was that just a
don't know,
natural
something,
reserve
but
underwater?
The ocean was on fire.
Obama for not going in there and shutting it down or something.
Yeah, so Russia said they have leaks like that all the time, and that's what they do. If they have a natural leak underwater,
Sand it.
They just blow with nuclear, and they say it melts the whole rock and sand that's on the bottom of the sea and makes like a glass fucking
Encrusts it under
covers
the
it,
ocean.
yeah. So that's what it looked like, one of those. But Russia said, why would I blow up my own pipeline? You know,
Yeah.
and that's what he said.
I mean, there's false flags going on all the time. That's exactly what.
Yeah, he wants
What
to blow up.
by them saying it wasn't us that did it. Why would we blow up our own shit? It's kind of telling on whoever did it and is blaming whoever else who did it.
Right. Whoever smelt it, dealt
Whoever
it.
smelt it, dealt it.
Right,
Perfect, bro.
right. Well, who's it? Poland and America. That's what the whole world believes. Poland drones, underwater drones, and
Man, yeah.
U.S. Planes. They got those planes on those fucking radar detectors that show where planes fly around. You know,
Right.
that blip.
It doesn't take much to just like go down there and drop a bomb and then
Right.
it just.
So if that is, that would be U.S. Navy, Air Force, Navy. I think they said it was Navy, naval. It was a registered naval plane.
What's your take on Tianjin? Do you think it was exactly what they said? Tianjin?
Chinese?
Yes.
What is
Well,
Tianjin?
That explosion.
They said it was a chemical plant, but it was actually a missile attack. That's right.
When was that?
like 2018.
Yeah. Did you see the reporters? Because they have, you know, Fox, MSN, and all that CNN down there in China. So when it happened, whoo! The reporters, all the Americans, they all came together. You know, all the white guys, you know, Americans, and they're all, and the Chinese fucking attacked them. The Chinese people and the police and fire department. And I don't speak Chinese, but this is what they said they were saying was, get the fuck out of here. You guys caused this. You know, it's America that struck this over here. This was not a Chinese. You know, they were like blaming the reporters, and the reporters couldn't even go and report. They had to get in their cars and like get out of there, bro.
They're getting fucked up.
Yeah, because the people, they were expecting that.
That explosion looked like a missile. Like,
Well, if you
in
go
the
look
movie.
at it, you looked at it.
I saw it over and over again, but it was such a fucking crazy explosion.
Yeah, but
that I
that's just
couldn't
the
dissect
aftermath.
it.
When was this?
2018.
Yeah, it was an American. It was a Masonic attack.
I was locked up. I don't know nothing.
That's not the one. That's not the one.
Yeah, they said the chemical plant blew up.
That was the one that was like by a harbor.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that wasn't in China.
No,
that
no,
was
that was Lebanon.
that was Lebanon, not
but
that
they
one.
blamed it on ammonium nitrate, the fertilizer.
In Lebanon.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
No, they showed the missiles shooting in there.
Oh yeah, but no, we're talking
I
about
was gonna say-
Tianjin was like nighttime when it
No,
Yeah,
blew up.
Tianjin.
The Lebanon one.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if that's the one you're talking about with the missiles,
No, they seemed
they
solid.
debunked it because they
Oh,
found that it was
fucking true.
photoshopped. The missile, like they added that it was.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it was. I mean, it still could have been bombed.
Well, it was
but
an underground plant, right, or something. That's why it exploded like that.
There
It
was something there, like it's possible that ammonium nitrate and all that fertilizer was there because that could lead to an explosion that big. But
they were building
the
bombs.
missile-
They took out their.
the videos that
It's
they
kinda
had of the
hard.
missile, people like analyzed it and found out that it was fake. I mean, the explosion that was captured was real, but somebody had that video and added the missiles in. and did
Right,
all
you
that
could
shit.
almost see it was fake because the way they had it was blurry and.
Like they took two different angles of it because there was apparently
it was
two
square
multiple
around
angles,
it,
and it
too,
was the
almost.
exact same missile on the like the frame for frame was the exact same. It was weird, but
Right.
anyway.
But we don't
It
put
still-
it past them.
It still exploded, and how it exploded, who the fuck knows, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean, if you're gonna like, it's just like fireworks, right? If you're gonna store all of that, you have static proof and proper precautions,
Right.
So that some shit like that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So the fact that it fucking happened, you
All
know,
of a sudden, one time.
boom, out of nowhere.
Yeah, but
And
that
one
that
guy
one
wasn't
in
following
China,
it,
that one, if you look at the aftermath, what they had to do, and the way the explosion site was,
Yeah,
it was a huge pond, right? I mean, a lake, basically.
Yes.
It was huge because all
Fucking
around it had
crater,
the
yeah?
containers, right? And they were like tiny all the way around, stacked up on top of falling on the edges. So they say if you look at the edges had to bubble up and then collapse back for those big cracks to be on the edges.
So underground explosion,
It went in the ground. Choo,
tomahawk.
rod of God.
Bunker buster.
No, the rods of God, they say. Those are on the satellites above.
Oh, fuck.
They just.
Some
they're-
Under Siege 2 shit happened.
They're fucking
Stark
titanium.
shit.
What is that? Titanium? What's the heaviest metal? Titanium? or some shit?
Vibranium.
Yeah, they're one of those. They're fucking so heavy that they just release it from the satellite. Boom. Just the energy coming down. Yeah, bro. It went right in the ground. It goes down
Delayed-
like a
delayed
mile
explosion?
deep. That fucker go down.
Jesus
And it's loaded nuclear, bro. And then under there, boom. And then it just go boom, boom. And then, wow.
The guy's like, holy shit,
Yeah.
holy shit, and just went, whoa, big fucking fireball.
I never heard of this,
Yeah, Tianjin Square, yeah.
Yeah, Tianjin Square. It looked like a fucking Dragon Ball.
Bro.
but I have been seeing a lot of like food processing plants
blowing up.
in
What's
the
going
U.S.
on there?
and around the world. Like
Hey.
a lot of them. Crazy explosions.
The ammonium nitrate in the processed
Right.
foods.
Oh no, they want to get. Well,
Just
who's
disrupt shit, right? Like this.
are they burning their own places to cover up? You know, what they're processing there, or
to disrupt the supply chain for everybody
or,
else.
like freedom fighters blowing it up because it's corporate poisonous food that we don't need no more of, so we'll have no choice.
Oh, that's a good. I never thought
That's a
of that
better
angle.
idea. Pray to God, that's the answer.
Maybe
But
somebody's trying to save us. We'll say that
Right.
shit. But I guess maybe. you can't
right,
really come
I
out.
mean, I was waiting because I was watching Masonic temples getting burnt. So I was like, oh, they're gonna come flying out and they're gonna be mad.
Because you know why? People break into like fur places and laboratories and free the animals because they,
Right.
free the animals. So maybe people are like, free the people. Let's blow up some fucking poison food processing plants and like do that. But like the government spins it and I don't know, whatever. You don't really hear much about it. They
Well,
say,
Bill Gates, they burned up his shop because he was selling like fake meat.
bro, that motherfucker. I saw a thing about how much like land he owns in every state and shit like that. Fuck, crazy. Like the amount of acreage, like 20,000 in fucking Montana.
Yeah.
Like it's like in that kind of number range. In like half of the states, he just owns land, and to plant his soy shit so they can make his fake burgers.
GMO.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And as he's coming out saying you need to stop eating a meat diet and move to plant-based and all this fucking shit, he's buying up land that's gonna be selling the soy to make these fucking products. Bro.
Yeah, they're gonna make those burgers out of bugs pretty soon.
That's why
Yeah.
Hawaii is
Where the
awesome.
fuck is
'cause we
it?
can grow
There's
our
some
own
place
fucking
that
food.
did that already.
Right, they're already turning it in. I think those burgers are good as hell too. Those Beyond Burgers, but they're pretty good.
Nah, yeah.
I'm like, do those have crickets in there?
Nah, no. They're vegan. I don't think crickets count as vegan.
No, I don't
You
think.
can uncheck that box.
Yeah. But those are pretty good burgers. Those.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Crunchy?
Oh yeah, man.
Wait, you talking about the Beyond Burger?
Yeah,
Or
Beyond
You ain't even
Burger.
fucking interested at it. You're like, fuck that shit.
Yeah, the Beyond Burger, it is. I mean, anything, fuck, kosher meat. It all tastes the same. The lamb, the chicken, and all those meat. You know, when we was in New York, the kosher shops, they have them hanging up all these meats, but they're all white.
Prosciutto.
Yeah, they're all white.
It was white like the fake beef jerky I got today when I opened
Yeah,
that
you
fucking
could
bag.
flavor it.
Jesus
you
fucking
know?
Christ, dog.
But it's biblical because they're supposed to take all the blood out.
Right,
you know,
right.
so I don't know what kind of food they used to cook back then. You know, but it all tastes the same pretty much, I guess,
Right.
because it's all flavorless. Because
Well,
the
that's
blood
where
flavors.
MSG started, right? Is the fermentation of smelt.
Oh,
In Egypt.
What is,
they did-
what
yeah.
is that? Schmelt.
Smelt. It's like
Smelt?
Oh, the
small
fish?
Smelt. Is it
Oh,
called,
the
is that what-
smelt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
small little
Fish?
fucking river fish. So they
Yeah.
put it in clay pots and it would fucking like ferment.
Yeah.
And it would leach out this oil.
Yeah.
And they tested it as MSG. People are putting that fucking oil on everything.
Why? Because
it was good for you.
Huh?
They say MSG is good for you.
That's
now.
what they said. Now.
I was gonna say. I was like, growing up, I always thought.
Oh, that's
MSG
bad for you. Well, now it's good for you.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's weird because
It's like they say with eggs, right? Like eggs are so bad for you. Now it's like the fucking superfood.
places used to advertise no MSG like it was a good thing, right? And now it's
Yeah.
like MSG's not bad.
Yeah,
for you.
but we used to was eating Ajinomoto. He's like, I had that. We said, huh? This the one.
That's the crazy thing. Like
It's
everything
in the
always
trash.
changes, right? Like
Right.
the science.
What I
right?
would do
always
is-
I
changes.
still get
Bro,
Ajinomoto.
Okay, we talk about like fucking, your meats and like factory farming and how like that's all full. If I had a farm lot, I would have livestock and be like, hunt your own.
Yeah.
Pay me to come in and hunt your own.
Yeah.
You process
You
your
take it,
cow
yeah.
however you want.
Yep.
Yep.
And you go over there, take your cow and you fucking do what you want to do, right?
Right.
Oh, I thought you were thinking more like wild game, like deer. And
Well, I mean, of
antelope
course,
and-
but that becomes diminished
Yeah,
when
bro.
you're trying to feed the masses, right?
Yeah. They have like hunting things you can go to and they release birds, you shoot them. Release animals, they run and shoot them.
release humans.
Yeah, release humans. That's the Black Forest owned by the Rothschild. Oh, they also make those gummy bears, Black Forest gummy bears.
You gotta run. Oh fuck! You gotta run through Bohemian Grove butt naked was it fucking rich white dude?
Right. Yeah.
I love
Hey,
it.
they just sold that place though. Yeah, they need money.
Bill Gates.
They're running out. That last BLM thing didn't work out too well. They had to
Bill
sell
Gates
the
got
Black
it.
Forest.
Oh, shit. That's fucking crazy.
They're losing money, bro. The elitists are fucking shaking in their boots,
Yep,
bro.
they're desperate. That's why
If
shit
we the
is
people,
running so
everybody,
hard.
every nation, just go get those fuckers. Just, or I don't know, they're trying to do it nicely. Just don't buy their products, and no, just kill those motherfuckers. They're fucking up everything. You know?
Come in and flip the table. Yeah.
It might look like they're winning because of all these things that are happening, but in reality, they're losing.
Are they
and
dead?
They're being so they're trying so hard to keep control that they're throwing these crazy things out.
I know.
But the crazier they get, the more people wake up and resist to it. Not in the woke way, like we were saying, but like really awakening to fucking what's really going on.
So transfer of information is so free now.
The internet, bro.
Well, the world is waking up, and that's why it's a great time to be alive, man.
Yeah.
You see it waking up, nations after nations. First I was like, why the fuck is Taiwan waving Trump flags? Why the fuck is China waving American flags, Why is the Iranians making people walk around the American flag and stuff like that? I don't honor that flag, under sovereign law, that's... Yeah.
That's another country's flag.
You don't want to talk about people's flags, but respect, look at that. What happened? Boom, bang, bang, And I'm looking, who has the money really on this whole right? What's moving what? Because fuckers, I'm king and I'm me, I'm the king. Well, I'm the lawyer and I'm the king. How much why? And it just gets ridiculous.
Yes.
It really does.
It's a shit show, man.
I really was trying my hardest to base it on the blood that run on this land and that run in my veins. Because they try to kick me off my homestead. You're like, you lucky boy. I'm like, I'm not lucky, you fucker. You see these veins? Yeah, that's Hawaiian blood running through there. So my grandma, all of us, we all Hawaiian, no matter what. One drop, 1/16th. That's the original law. 1/16th. They're making their own fucking
50%.
Yeah, all that. I barely made it through. I could inherit. But I cannot go on the list.
Right.
Right. So,
well, even that, like, why the fuck would you have all the Hawaiians on a reservation? It's
it's the same thing. Well, we didn't have reservation, that's why.
Right. It's kind of, it is, because we're
We
grouped
never
together.
reserved no spots.
Right. There's so much ways to go about it. Like, okay, we'll help you finance.
Right.
If
Right. The grant turned into a loan? How the fuck that happened? Right. This would be given, and then now they're doubling up and giving you percentage, and now you're paying back for a house? What? I'm paying the same price as the house outside. Yeah? I thought it was $1.
Right.
For the
land.
$1. Not even the land. The land tax is fucking. I'm $3,000 in debt because I don't pay land tax. But they say, oh, you're going to put a foreclosure on. Oh, yeah, I called the homestead. They can foreclose on those estate. No. Okay. So I told the lady, you can't foreclose on shit.
Right.
So she said, oh, well, we could convince the homestead to do this and that and that. Well, start convincing, bitch.
Yeah, good luck.
Because I'll wait till that bill comes. And that'll probably be a $4,000 bill. Yeah, but my wife said, just pay the bill. I'm like, no, you got to make a stand somewhere. I'm like, property tax? What is that? That's, we protect the property. The cops can come over here, the ambulance and all of that stuff. She gave me this whole spiel. I'm like, I already paid tax on this property stuff I get over here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm paying a double tax on, and it's not a land tax because I don't own the land, right? So you can't pay the land tax. So it's a property tax, and the property tax is,
your house.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's shit in there. I said, okay, we'll pay it. But after a while, you just, it's a loan? What? It's supposed to be a grant.
It's a bait and switch scheme.
Right,
Yes.
it is. And
Yes.
Omaha is in charge of all that. Now, come on now. They try to pretend, it's a state-run thing, and it's a state-run thing. But if you ever looked up Department of the Indian Homelands, or if you ever looked up the Office of Indian Affairs, you'll find this shit. They used to have the Office of Indian Affairs that would run all Indian affairs pertaining to America. Doesn't belong to Hawaiians, the Office of Hawaiian Affairs. They just got the front guys over there. Yeah, they're going to kill me tomorrow. But good, I'm going to the Most High, because martyrs, that's the shit. Yeah. Kill me, motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, we got to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to shout out your guys' social medias, any gigs you guys got coming up? You guys wanna fucking
actually,
promote?
we just released a new song, One More Chance, last week. It's on all digital outlets. Go check it out. You can check out our website, BigEveryTime.info, or hit us up on Instagram, BET_Big EveryTime. Shout out to all G Productions.
Yes,
To my wife listening, love you.
Yeah, my wife
To
sitting
all the
over there,
Ainga, Kohana
baby
out there.
sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Paul, that couldn't make it
Oh,
tonight.
yeah, Power, man.
Missed that guy.
That's the thing. We just played at the, what is it? The
Youth Academy, the Youth Challenge.
Oh, Youth Challenge?
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
We
Barbara Square.
readjusted his.
It was going Kokua. And
That song.
give
Give
our
back.
time, and so we just did a set over there. But Powell actually had to switch around. He's a tennis coach.
Yeah.
He was in the South Pacific Games, gold
Gold
medalist.
medal, wow.
So he teaches privately tennis. So he had to move around some
Amazing,
classes in order to do the youth challenge thing. So that's why he couldn't be here tonight.
Yeah.
So,
Shout out to the
Paul.
most talented Paul.
Coach P.
Yeah, I'm about
Coach
to get out
Paul.
there.
Fuck.
Right on.
Yeah.
And where can people find you, sir?
Wahoo Garden Supply, 94150 Leleo Street, by Pahu, Hawaii. Come get all your grow needs. I'm gonna try and start transitioning for the people on that avenue, and kind of leave everything up to the people. I'm gonna start with soil. I'm gonna have an open market on soil. Basically, you design whatever you think is necessary in your soil. So I'll have all the components needed to build soil, and then you just come in and do what you gotta do.
Wow.
Nice.
Man.
You know, man,
Okay.
find me on Instagram, Voices from the Planet, and YouTube, and not SoundCloud. What the fuck? What is it? iTunes,
Yeah,
Spotify,
Yeah.
all the
All
podcast
digital
places.
platforms.
Yeah.
And
Our sponsors.
Our sponsors.
Go for it.
Before we forget, Hemper Box, Hemper Co.
Eh,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
shout them out. They've been hooking us up.
Okay.
Fucking Spells, Meatlux,
Wahoo Garden Supply,
OGS,
Yes,
fucking
Small Kind High by Solidify.
yes, sir. Malia Cannabis Clinic, she's there. Shout out to Mills Nutrients,
Special shout out to Mills,
helping a brother out. I think that's it, huh? Oh, Brutal Mars too.
Brutal Mars Arts.
Thank you guys, appreciate
Check out
it.
the new stickers. You can pick them up at Wahoo Garden Supply or hit up Bud Naked. And yeah, fuck. Right on. Thank you guys for joining
Yeah,
us
man.
again.
Appreciate you
Oh,
guys.
thank you for
Hell
letting us
yeah.
come in again, man.
Sorry,
You know.
not all too much.
Always fun to talk story, man.
Anytime we'll be able to. Anytime you want us back, we'll be back, man.
Hell yeah. Right on, guys.
There's still a lot of shit happening.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Mahalo.
Thanks, man.